What's up, folks? Thanks for tuning back into Daily News of the Octagon. Today, we're jumping straight into the action with the latest news of the week. Alex Pereira previews his upcoming fight against Magomed Ankalaev. In an interview with MMA Junkie, Pereira stated that he's training up to 3 times a day in preparation for the highly anticipated bout. The fight, Pereira vs. Ankalaev, is scheduled for UFC 313 on March 8. Pereira described himself as a complete fighter, emphasizing his hard work and dedication. He contrasted his approach with Ankalaev's more vocal pre-fight strategy. "I'm a complete fighter. I train hard. I'm the champ. We stay a little bit more quiet. Here's the challenger. He's been talking a little bit, but I just stay composed. I just do my thing and focus on my work. I train 3 times a day. Yesterday, 2. I'm just doing my thing." Everybody can interpret it differently. He always talks that he's going to do this or that. A complete fighter, a well-renowned fighter, isn't going to announce everything they are going to do. He dismissed the idea that Ankalaev's tactics would be a surprise. Bo Nickel not impressed with Magomed Ankalaev's wrestling. Bo Nickel responded to the suggestion that Ankalaev will simply use his wrestling to defeat Pereira at UFC 313. According to some odds makers, Pereira vs. Ankalaev is an even matchup at -110 each. However, some sites list Pereira as the underdog. Nickel says he's not impressed with Ankalaev's ground game. Here's the deal. I think Ankalaev is a smart guy. He's going to take him down. It's a smart strategy. He's just going to take him down. I don't think his wrestling is unbelievable. He's not a wrestler. People think, oh, Russian wrestler. No, he's not a wrestler. I'm still going with Pereira. I think Pereira is going to win. If Ankalaev just wrestles the whole fight, he could probably win. But I don't think his wrestling is that good. He wrestled with Paul Craig, and Paul Craig was taking him down, reversing him. Obviously, Craig ended up submitting him, but I'm not impressed with his ground game or grappling. He's going to have to strike with him at some point, and I think Pereira will knock him out. That's just the reality of the situation. Israel Adesanya talks about training with Alex Pereira. It wasn't that long ago when Israel Adesanya and Alex Pereira had one of the most intense rivalries in combat sports. But now that the two have battled 4 times, it seems clear that they have closed the book on their feud. So much so, the two continue to talk about training together. Following Pereira's jaw-dropping knockout loss to Adesanya in 2023, which marked the first time Izzy defeated Pereira, he said he would be open to training with his former foe. He spoke with MMA Fighting. When asked about the possibility of training with the light heavyweight king, Adesanya said this: "Yeah, definitely. Down the road, me and Alex. I've already said I got what I wanted from that fight. I think the MMA world just gets greedy and tries to ruin a good thing because they want more, never knowing when to quit. That's why you shouldn't gamble. But yeah, eventually it will. But right now it's not that time. He lives so far away, the opportunity hasn't arisen. We still have guys like Carlos Ulberg in the trenches, working hard, getting ready for his next fight so he can become the #1 contender. I'll always respect Pereira. He's a guy that we already understood this and we've already shared this with each other. So yeah, it'll happen one day. Who knows when? As it stands right now, it doesn't look like we'll see Adesanya and Pereira cross paths again, which would open the door to training together. Pereira recently said he plans to focus on fighting at middleweight. But if Adesanya's teammate Carlos Ulberg continues to work his way to a title shot, that could also delay Pereira and Izzy training together. Of course, that would require Pereira to remain the 205-pound king. The champion is booked to fight Magomed Ankalaev at UFC 313 on March 8, and recently his team shared footage of him training for that fight. Israel Adesanya on fighting Alex Pereira again. "So that last Miami one, I was in a different place. I had to tap into some darkness for that camp. People who knew me, I was different. Ain't no way this is beating me 4 times. It's about the story. So, now I beat him once. How ironic. I beat him once. But watch this. If I fight him again and knock him out, what are they going to say? It's 3-2. It's now the best out of 7. I'm 34 years old. I've only got a certain amount of fights left. Why am I going to fight the same guy, however many times? I just want to prove myself. What do you think, guys? Leave that in the comments. That's going to be it for me. Thank you for watching Daily News of the Octagon. Don't miss out. Subscribe if you want to stay up with us.